Hey, what do you say, Taurus? This is Cosmic Boogeyman coming at you with some tarot. Keep in mind this stuff's for entertainment purposes only. Don't flip the script. Remember to keep in mind that this is your story, not theirs. I'm gonna do a timeline read here. I'll go through it. This is something I came up with in my guides a while back. It's pretty accurate from what I can gather for myself and what I've done over the years. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to kick off the read with whatever comes out. So let's see what we get for you guys. Taurus, Taurus, what do we have? These beautiful Taurus. There's one. You got one card here. So we have the Five of Swords. I'm sorry, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Sorry, hold on. Gosh. These cards are jumping. So seven of swords in reverse. But I'm using a double tarot deck. So what I have is a foil card here. So that seven of swords in reverse is actually sitting in that cornerstone. So that's why I'm so amazed. So whoever this person is that you're dealing with or yourself, you are definitely not sneaky. You are 100% honest, and you or this person is very honest. There's no sneakiness to this person. The card that just fell or jumped out here was the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups typically is our celebrations card, our group work. It could just be, maybe even what I can see here is maybe that is the sneakiness is around family or celebrations. Family don't get along, not talking. It could be something to that effect too. So Taurus, what I have here in the cornerstone is if this were what I'm looking at, this could be a possibility of someone wanting to be sneaky and looking at this um, group effort here. Could lead to fighting. The Five of Wands is a lot of passion, a lot of infighting, a lot of groups. Not really anybody on the same page. Some people have the same ideals, same functions, but they're just a different idea behind them. Behind that is a lack of communication. There's a big lack of communication. So what we have here is the not quite the center line, but this this so the Five of Wands, it would be like a disconnect between what we want. Typically, when you see like the Eight of Wands, you would have them all lined up, nice, nice and uniform, working together. Even when you're using the Ten of Wands, they're bundled. These aren't even connected. There's no communication here, so there's a big discommunication happening between whatever this grouping is. Coming out also is there's a need or desire, a deep desire for family in the other cornerstone. So there's this lack of sneakiness happens to play a big role in this opportunity to grow their family. Whoever this person is wants to grow, um, but there's no communication over this. I would like to see these cards in alignment, but they're not. So whatever this is, it's like these are the same people to me. And what I would say is these people are not talking. So, like I was talking about with the Five of Wands, you even have like, you have the Eight of Swords. So you have the Eight of Swords, and this is what I would call as our conduit. So there's a lot of self-imprisonment, a lot of not doing something. I'm moving very slowly, creeping along here towards. So it's either you or them, or whatever the situation is. People are not doing something, but it's out of this need to stay true to yourself. That's where this this desire to to lend itself to something bigger, possibility of is someone watching, is someone keeping a watchful eye over the situation. Is that what's happening? Is that why there's no communication? If you ask me, I'd say yeah, that is a strong possibility. Taurus, what I would have here also is the ones could be passion. This could be a representative of your sign. um, and at the other side of it you have the cups. So you could have a fire and a water sign in opposition. You could have two people, so a king or a queen in opposition in the situation here that you're looking at. One's dipping their toe in, saying, "Hey, I'm really interested here. I really want something." And this one, the everything's dried up. It's all gone. There's nothing left. So this is not that there's something wrong. It's just that this whatever used to be here is now here. It's shifted, um, and that could be a problem. But enters a third king or queen. We would have another king. But like I said, I have foil cards in here. So for you, Taurus, you definitely have three kings showing up. And we're having them show up in your center line and your conduit. So what you're not seeing is there's people lining up at your door, kings or queens, looking to meet you, looking to talk to you, looking to make deals with you. Looking, this is not just about relationships. This could be business. This could be a lot. And it's going to come down to what you are more interested in and how you want to play that out. You can have more than one opportunity coming into you, but you look at it as too many opportunities. But you're not being sneaky. You're not going to deal with that. That's too much. You want just a partner, something long term. What you see as an unfortunate situation is actually a really good situation. You're actually desired. You're doing something right to yourself. You're creating people who want to talk to you, who want to be with you, who want to bond with you. The part that makes you feel uncomfortable is they're willing to be sneaky for you, and that's what makes it hard for you. Is you don't want that. Somehow, some way, you're manifesting this. You're creating this. This I would even call it. Some of it's an illusion, but this illusion of opportunity, where you know you're not going to choose some of these persons because you want yourself to be happy. You want yourself to feel as though you can create love wherever you want to. Out of chaos, you can create love. You notice that if you get out of balance even a little bit, you can be unhappy very quickly. So what we have up here in our cornerstone, we have that we're a wheel of fortune. We feel unhappy, but the reality is we're manifesting. We are manifesting. We're just not seeing what we're doing. And in our other cornerstone, we're not realizing we have nothing to worry about. But when you look at it in another perspective, you're very happy, but you're worried about being happy. You're so lucky, but you're worried about having all that luck. You can just ride it out and let the universe give you what you need. That's what it is. Let everything just balance itself out without you having to make an opportunity happen out of nothing. So what I'm seeing here, Taurus, is you're moving on to bigger and better. That's your opportunity. You want to move on to bigger and better. You're taking your time. You're gonna take what you've learned and take those life lessons and go on. This could even happen. Something in June could have caused this to actually happen. But let's keep in mind that you moving on is just you looking for something that's going to make you happier. Or it could have been they left. Somebody moved on, and this just changed your outlook. So you felt like there was no new opportunities. Nothing was changed. And this is where this breakdown in communication happened, where you felt like you had this opportunity, but all these other opportunities fell apart because of whatever happened with this moving on. You don't have to move on just because something ended. You can become a better version of yourself. You are the best version. I love the death card, I really do. But what it is I see here is you're basically saying I really don't want this person. They don't make me happy. This other person, they make me happy, but they kind of fight with me. There's this other person, they make me happy. I can't see starting anywhere, but they're I can move on with them. They're manifestation, and they're not great at communicating, but they're the best of the three choices. So you're kind of wiping out a couple of these choices, two choices to be minimum. And you're not trying to be sneaky, but you are because you're not really you're letting go of these connections. So by doing this, you're divinely lining yourself up to this one situation where you're passionately finding yourself connected to. And what you want to do is you want to move on and find yourself to the where you're going to say, hey, I know I'm worth it. I'm the one. I'm valued. I have eternal value. It's justice for the pain that you went through. That's what's going to happen. But you can't make that new start. This isn't your choice. And what's worrying you more than anything is luck is not on your side. And this is how you feel. Luck hasn't been on your side, but you have to remember you can manifest. So where does that leave you? As a Taurus, you feel like you have the power to change worlds, but when you can't When luck's not going to be on your side, how do you manifest? How can you change worlds when the things aren't going to be in your favor, you know? Well, it's like, oh, well, I can blast through that door. Well, no, not now. It's titanium. Your luck changed. They changed the specs on it. So you have to take what you do know and be willing to just race forward, but be willing to follow the steps of people who've gone before you. Who are those people? How did they get there? Even past ones, people you love that have passed on recently. Look at those people. How did they get there? What did those people do? How did they fall in love? What did those people have to do to find themselves happy? I can guarantee you it wasn't leaving people hanging. That wasn't it. Finding new opportunities just happens. You don't have to treat it like it's a game. It's not a social media game. That those other people will meet you halfway if they're really interested, and it's not a bad thing. So, you know what I'm saying, Taurus? You have to find your own balance. You're not trying to hide anything, but you're afraid of getting hurt. You're moving on to bigger and better too. They're moving on to bigger and better. Everyone's going to move on to bigger and better. But for what purpose? What's the end goal? What's the end result of moving on to bigger and better? Is it to get a mansion? Like, that what you get the mansion, then what? Because the divine will always be there to say, hey, time to pay the piper. This is what we did in your life. What did you do in the meantime? And you're like, well, I had three mansions. So it's going to say, no, 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 no. What did you do in your lifetime? Acquiring mansions ain't going to mean nothing unless you did something to help people. And some people do stuff like they really do help. But I want to let you know, you can't really hide from it. That's you won't be able to hide from all these new opportunities. So finding yourself to be a better person is important. Not ending things for selfish reasons is important. Being understanding to why endings happen is also important. Why do new beginnings happen? You're growing from all this. You're not trying to change who you are, but you'll be willing to say, hey, well, this is going nowhere fast. I respect that. My value is where I want it to be. So Taurus, what I see for you is you're willing to kind of give yourself that chance to, put burdens behind and then just let yourself grow. From that, you get your family. You get your family plus you get your money. You get your dogs, you get your house, you get everything. You moved on to bigger and better. But you have to let go of whatever is holding you back. You can't be held back any longer. You just can't. That's what gets you married. That's what gets you connected. That's what gets you to your ultimate happiness. Because what you're not looking for is to be like, I'm going to show everyone how happy I am. You just want to be happy. That's the difference. So, Taurus, what I'm going to do for you right now is I'm going to pull one card for my deck and for my universal deck here. And I just want to see what we get for a message. So like I said, what I get from you is you just have to learn to let go of some of this pain and this regret that you have. But you're not sneaky. We get that. We get that you're definitely patient. But sometimes you don't feel like luck is always on your side, and that's not always the case. You have the power to manifest. It's life can be fair for you if you just recognize what is just. I know it's hard. It's really hard and tough to believe sometimes, but what you're getting is what you deserve, and we all sometimes have a hard time to recognize that. What do we deserve, right? What is right? What's wrong? All right, let's pull one card here and see what we get. All right. There it is, the lovers. So, Taurus, the lovers, air card, responsibility, balance, harmony, alignment. Like I was saying, you have to find that, giving up one for the other. So celebrate the love in your life. And that love could even be just you. It could just be you right now and yourself. It could be you finding that love that you've always wanted, that love that you're missing. It could be the inspiration. It could be the motivation. It could be the beauty, the action. It could be commitment. It could be anything. It could be you finding what makes you happy. So what I would tell you here is this is a beautiful card. We didn't pull lovers at all here, and we have a double tarot deck here. And we get to pull it once here, which is the universe is telling us and telling you that don't look no further. You have opportunities of love. You have the kings in here. They're here. They're waiting for you. Like you have choices. You just don't see them as choices. You have to commit to the right choice and then go from there. Who's going to matter most to you? That's what it matters. That's what matters. Um, Follow your heart. That's what matters. All right, Taurus. You be safe. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.